there's still one last gift that World of Horror has to bestow upon us. So I suppose, in many ways, this will be the finale of World of Horror. At least up to the 1.0 release, before we get any more free content. Or paid content, because I believe both are planned for the future. Let's just get the exact wording on what we're supposed to do, because I have one achievement left. And it is quite possible that I will simply get too unlucky to even get that achievement. But it is defeat Kinoko Gatherer with any weapon. I've seen Kinoko Gatherer a trillion times. But now that I'm actually hunting for him, I'm probably not going to be able to find him. Or I won't be able to get him without using a weapon or something ridiculous like that. Apparently I'm missing an ending now. Don't know which ending it is. Maybe we'll find that out along with the achievement. Because getting this last achievement unlocks another final achievement after that. So by kill without a weapon, I assume it means you're allowed to use unarmed attacks? Or you're allowed to, like, throw stuff at it? As long as you don't have a weapon equipped, you should be fine. So I'm gonna try and use Toshiaki and his instant kill any monster spell. We'll see if it actually works. It has every reason to work. I meant to use the endless mode, but it doesn't matter. I won't actually be attempting to complete much of anything. We'll go with Goizo. Put things up. This doesn't matter at all, except for the History Club. Because I need to learn my Kill Anything spell. Not getting my bottle. Or Toshiaki. Still only has 3 outfits. Alright, time to basically just start rolling some die. For a long time. Pretty sure this takes place... Yeah, this takes place in town. That's all I need. So first I need... I believe it is called Krotki's Kill. Although there are other instant kill spells. Keep an eye out for those as well. This would also work. I could buff my my unarmed damage to the point where I could just pummel Kinoko to death. And knowing my luck, we simply won't get Krotki's Kill. Deal 6 damage for -1 max stamina. That should also work. Because spells are not weapons. I'll take it. I'll keep looking for Krotki's... Oh, there it is, Krotki's Kill. Next roll. And Kinoko Gatherer just appears randomly in the forest. Could take 1 try, could take a million. Well, we have a dog friend, so that's good luck. And that's not him. So I learned that Kinoko is the word for mushroom, if I'm not mistaken. And the gentleman we're looking for is covered in mushrooms. I don't want to boost my Doom too badly. We've got a lot of Doom to work with, and literally all we need to do is find this random monster and kill it. This particular location has the largest pool of monsters, so we could theoretically be here for a very long time. When I tried to meet Maima on the Kiryu seed, I literally could not get it done, no matter how many times I re-rolled an area. But here's our guy. And we should be able to get our achievement simply by going here and clicking this. Yes! Achievement unlocked. That was surprisingly reasonable. 2 new achievements, and what do you know? Only 2 achievements remained. I was all prepared for that to take so much longer. Lucky me. Also, I chose a nice classic style for our final look at 1.0. Very, very simple palette. It's not the default palette, but it's close to the default palette. What we have acquired now. Fungal growth. We too can become a Kineko gatherer. Lucky us. And the final achievement, Dude, unlocks Playable Kana. I wish I hadn't had that spoiled for me. But now we get to be Kana, after all these years. Now I'm curious about how certain things are going to work with Playable Kana. There they are. Neighbor has gone missing while investigating a weird case. Kana is determined to find and rescue them. So Kana is looking for us. Any of the other characters Kana is trying to find. Oh, also while we're here, Izuki, you can change her back to her default character portrait. And doing so is indicated by an elder sign. A very slightly modified Lovecraft elder sign. Kana starts with a soft drink. Iconic. Plus fun, minus I. Let's find out what those mean. And let's put it on timeline B so that we can see what their alternate outfit will be. As for background, I don't think it matters very much. Let's see. Well, hi, Misuki. That's fine. Because I need to go back into the options and turn on the ability to look at the suitcase. As far as I know, game seeds don't do anything besides unlock a variety of Easter eggs. So one of them used to be CASIE, apparently. Yeah, Casey, I guess. Named after the case itself. Maybe. This has been disabled. You can't, this won't do anything at this point. But what it used to do was make your character portrait in the corner the same portrait you would have while taking a bath for the entire game. In other words, it was a nude mod. That was removed for reasons of good taste, I guess. Instead, we'll take a look at one that actually works and it's new, freshly added to the 1.0 release. If I could spell. Rainy. Black clouds are indeed approaching. Celebration of Playable Kana. Like I said, I had the character unlock spoiled for me, but there's still much about this character that I do not yet know. I'm gonna give them scars. I like scars. Sticking with timeline B. Let's try this deity. I've never done a full run with this deity. Perhaps it'll be too difficult for me. Okay, sets max stamina and reason to 8. Can lose from a loss of your health. That seems impossible. I guess we can only lose by doom. Fair enough. That's why Kana is so undefeatable in the main game. Let's do reason at any time. Oh, what soft drink did we get? We got lemon energy. There are, like, random soft drink varieties you can acquire. Which I guess is set at the beginning of your run. We'll check the History Club, because I have no idea what Kana's unique, perks are going to be. Ancestral Strength is a good one. Since we can't lose from health loss, might as well put a ritual on ourselves. I'm gonna make sure I read this properly. Can't lose from loss of health. I guess we're gonna test that out, and I guess Scars was the perfect background to give myself. Because my max stats were going to be set very, very low anyway. Happiest Lemon. With no alternate outfits. Sadly, not even the Halloween outfit. Looking good. So what I want to see is what happens if we do the eel mystery. And what happens if we check our neighbor, which is one of the things you can do in the apartment itself. Which I never do because it never, like, gets me anything. But this time, like, when you check your neighbor, you're supposed to meet Kana. But we are Kana. So, while we're here, let's also check out the phone, which has been given a new functionality. 4, 2, 4, 7, 2, 8, 8, 8. For a new haircut. 4247288 spells haircut. Were you to translate the letters to numbers, the numbers would be 4247288. This is a weird haircut, especially this. Seems like Kana has something convex on her forehead. Perhaps a prosthetic forehead on their real head? Everybody does want one of those. I'm not sure I like this haircut. Can I switch it back? I certainly can't click these buttons very accurately. Nope, I'm stuck with the new haircut. Sorry, Kana. Well, every character has a secondary haircut acquired by calling that phone number. Try it yourself. Get some of our reason back, even though I don't think that I actually need it. We're going to want to check evolving eels. And then probably one of the new mysteries that I haven't gotten all the endings in yet. Like Residential Recluse or Thaumaturgy Teacher. So tempted to just go with that, but I have to do science first. And I'm just not getting this mystery. Classic. Oh, I guess I got my reason high enough that I lost the bizarre shadow on my forehead. You know, that shadow probably makes sense when I have my normal haircut. because it would cover that part of the head that was otherwise blank. All the more reason not to use this new haircut. Although when I see it without the shading, it does look pretty good. Residential Recluse. Noisy nails. Did all we need to do there. No reason to ever go back to that one. Oh, also the rainy thing. This is one of the things that changed. It has been raining since morning. Now happens every time we open our curtain. Legit the only significant difference. But, you know, it's something. There are a bunch of these new Easter eggs you can get by using the briefcase, and none of them are known to have a specific function. Although the developer has said that one of them does something. But they won't specify what, and what that thing is has not yet been discovered. This... it's going to be a problem. So many rerolls. Haven't seen evolving eels even once. I mean, they probably just took it out of the pool. That would make sense. So yeah, we'll give it a few more rerolls and see if we can't get the new mysteries. For which I still need to get the alternate endings. There's one of them. The liturgy teacher. Hilariously, we had what we needed. I just didn't realize that we couldn't get the Kana mystery while playing as Kana. Should have known. I should also start to check whether things like found footage or rancid ramen can get different endings. Not different endings, but different, like, outcomes and stuff. Okay. Here are those two mysteries. Rancid ramen I was always hoping would be changed, because it's just not very good. And found footage should be changed because you still can't do anything with the tapes at the end. So, I got a parasite. Raise Doom by 2%. Should I have any money still with me at the end of this? So this is the one in which students are losing their minds because of a new teacher. Believe I checked downtown twice last time. The only real idea I have for not getting the ending that I did get would be to not do the side quest. First, though, neighbor. Who is Kana's neighbor? You're not Kana at all. Is this the guy who appears if you, like, alt-tab out of the game and then alt-tab back in? It looks a little bit like him, but he's having a bad day. Doesn't know what we want from him, so guess we just leave him alone. I'm gonna check him again. Yeah, he's never going with us. We got our misery parasite. Presumably this sticks with us the entire run, and thus if we have any funds at the end of any mystery, we will be penalized. And I got a wooden bat. Charisma is my high stat, but I don't know of any charisma weapons. I doubt any exist. So I'll take a bat. The bat is usually a default for the prepare action. So, like, if you were to play a custom character and you went to prepare, you could randomly get a bat. Oh, we're here. I should probably spend down. You've got too much money. And nothing good to buy. I'll take dog treats. And not much else. How about a bottle of milk? Even though I don't apparently need health. Still take the bottle of milk. Storage that. Flashlight and compass. Both good. Different slots. I'll take one of each. Or 2 compasses, maybe. There we go. Fully loaded. Ready to kill everybody. Oh. Press the wrong button. Thankfully, it doesn't cost doom when you go see your neighbor. Oh, I could get some funds. Oh, thank you. And it's just been pointed out. There it is. I can literally throw money away so as to avoid the doom penalty. Perhaps I will do so at the end of this mystery. This guy will give me more money. Everyone just wants me to have money all of a sudden. They know that it's poison. You do your own work. Lazy-ass Junji Ito. If there's one thing you can call Junji Ito, it's lazy. I like the implication there. That Junji Ito is inspired by the events of this game. And that is how he came to create his stories. Because that suggests that Junji Ito has been ripping off the developer of World of Horror all this time, and not the other way around. I just realized that that event is borderline libelous. Blood? Sure. Take all my blood. I gotta find out whether or not I can actually die from stamina loss. Game says I can't. This is usually good. Ooh, if I could get a katana, that would be exciting. Can't get a katana here, though. You sure this is the one that trades reason for stamina? Yeah. Even it all out. Okay, you sneak through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher. It's all bloated and rumbling. And it's got you, the gore-covered student, in there. But last time this wasn't the final boss. You could fight this guy, and then later on, there would be something else that happened. Maybe that something else will be different. How did she end up in that teacher's stomach? Weak to sharp attacks, unfortunately. 70% chance to hit. And end this already. Yeah, nice. Okay, as you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythmic drums grow louder, threatening to intoxicate you. Creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. Yep. It's the entire school. You can stab the teacher and not much else. Can I eyeball the living school? It is weak against magic somehow. This is very much the ending we got last time. Or at least, ostensibly the ending we got last time. Apparently that is ending B. Oh, we didn't save the children. Last time we technically saved the children, simply by completing the side quest, apparently. And it's a bit of a disappointing ending. And a disappointing hand. Oh well. Wasn't our class. No unique perks. I guess I'll have to check the history club to see if there are any unique perks that Kana can get. So far, this is an especially bare bones character. But we got one more ending to look at. I can use these to recover, like, health and stuff. But as far as I know, I don't need to do that. Force of habit. Getting all my health back anyway. Okay, Residential Recluse. I really like this mystery. And a mystery raise doom by 2% for funds again. 2% for ally. Yeah, we're just getting more and more things that raise our doom per mystery completed. Can't throw away allies, but I don't have any allies, so I'm all set. Kana is the iconic ally. No one is permitted to join us. We just keep wasting our time. Oh, they're giving me funds. They want me to raise my doom. I guess I am gonna have to just start throwing them in the trash. We do get someone to visit us. Successfully dodge their eyeball attack. Yeah, here's where we learn about this. Which last time I intentionally chose the wrong option when given a choice. This time I will choose what I assume to be the right option. Stop trying to give me money. Okay. Check behind bed. You look around, but you don't find anything. Check again. No. No energy. Nothing different appeared to have happened. Perhaps it's random? Can't see outside anymore. Thought last time it was check behind desk or something. Interesting. I might have locked myself into the same ending I got last time. Find yourself repeatedly checking time. Kitchen displays different time. Last time I chose the grounded option. I must be delirious. Maybe if I convince myself I'm insane, I'll get a different ending. Unlikely, though. That just probably gave me different staminas, reason penalties. Go to use the bathroom. You notice there's a clump of hair coming up the sink drain. Certain it's not yours, I pull it out. Fail a luck check. Startling amount of resistance when you pull. Before you can react, the hair is suddenly yanked back down the drain and out of sight. Hair was attached to somebody and has gone off on its own. Bye, hair. Is this your hair? Wall creature. It's our roommate. He's a ghost. Can throw money at the problem, but this deals more damage. But I need to be rid of the money. I can't just make it literally disappear, but I can also do this. Throw it at a ghost. Girl's face twists oddly. The apartment's pulsing innards slowed to a still. The girl mouths something you can't make out. She smiles, you fall unconscious. When you awaken, you're lying in the apartment entryway beside the open door. Next morning, you see a silhouette on the balcony, staring out at Shiokawa and watching the sunrise. You blink and she's gone. Ending A again. I don't know how to get ending B. Curious, because like we're locked in one place. There's not a lot of options in there. Still plenty of ways to recover health. Rancid ramen. I doubt they have ever significantly improved this mystery. Wow, 1% for every 10 experience. Routed down. Can't get rid of experience manually. I wonder if that means before the experience boost that you get for completing a mystery or after. Because that would be required to manipulate where our experience is at the end. Money again. You cannot escape the money. It's an endless shower of cash. Alright, the History Club. Leadership is a generic perk. Yeah, I'm not seeing any unique perks. Could just be bad luck. But it looks like Kana doesn't get unique perks. Wonder if they get any character-specific events. That would be very hard to test because even characters that I play as frequently, I often don't see their character-specific events. But it's looking like Kana is missing a lot of the things that make a character unique and interesting. It's really just the novelty of getting to play as Kana. Which is a cool novelty. Not complaining about it. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. There, guaranteed to hit. Oh, I've leveled up, which is going to cause me a lot of problems when we complete this mystery. I'm gonna get, like, the maximum punishment. And, okay. I've been cleared out of funds, mercifully. You don't know the good you've just done for the entire universe, random pickpocket. Hey, they changed the ooh. Now it has a different font and is therefore very recognizable as a different thing. Good change there. I assume that means the manga artist that is obviously Junji Ito had the same change to his text box, and I just didn't notice it. Well, we can get more experience this way. It's normally what I do. Said I'm gonna steal his gun. Now, when I died, which I definitely did, my health went back up to full. Hey! One death so far. Kana might be some sort of immortal eldritch being themselves. You might have stumbled upon a very disturbing side of Kana's. Yeah, a bit of a doom penalty. I'm gonna have to go visit the monument and start giving stuff to it. Fortunately, I'm light on things that would give me funds. Previously had been exactly what I wanted. Oh, refilled raisin. Out of habit. Household Hell and Morbid Mermaids. I always like Morbid Mermaids. For each item in inventory, that's these guys. Well, I can get rid of some of them. Frankly, I don't need any of them. Now let's just start selling off the ones that are worth anything. And probably trashing the ones that aren't, but first... -1 funds. Perhaps there's something specific you get for completing the entire game without Kana dying even one time. I'll never know. At least not during this run. It's our old friend. Really, if anything, this would be exactly the character we're looking for in our supposed backstory. Because this is the only playable character that you can randomly encounter whilst going through the mysteries. But no, Miku does not want to join us. He does want to give us a prescription that I do not intend to fill. Time Warper. Since the only thing that can actually kill us is Doom, I should probably not run away from him. Oh, let's throw a revolver at him. I wanted to throw dog treats at him, but not an option. And still not fast enough to throw in a heavy attack. leaving him with 1 HP. But our health clearly doesn't matter. We can die all we want. I'm gonna die again right now. Let's watch this number increment. Hooray. You could count on me. Did that change? I thought it was more definitive last time. You can count on me. Perhaps I'm becoming less countable. Keep an eye on that when I inevitably die again. Ask the waiter, eh? Just freely gets you the answer. I'm not sure if one of my perks unlock that option, because normally that option is locked. Buy coffee, why not? Gotta get rid of the money. I need most of these, quite honestly. Take the charisma. Okay, disturbing painting in art class. It's got impossible angles. I immediately puke. So here's an alternate ending you can get on Timeline B, where you just look at the gentleman's face. I think you can only get it on Timeline B. He's so lonely. For years, I've dealt with this void inside me. Each night, I dream about a city underwater. I realized that's where I truly belong. Let me take you there. I agree. Go with old fish face. Reluctantly, you reach out your hand, and the janitor grabs it. He freezes, seemingly studying your face in a better light. I've seen you in my dreams. I don't need to take you there. He smiles and lets go of your hand and jumps into the open manhole. You're doomed to go there eventually, and I'll wait for you. Plus a bunch of doom. Exactly what I needed. Was the talk about the janitor or the underwater city just an excuse for the crazed serial killer? Or did the janitor really believe in the mermaid city located somewhere deep under the waves? Whatever the case, you really should see a dermatologist about your skin allergy. With each day, it's starting to look more and more like fish scales. Only in Timeline B are we part fish. There's probably storage of that. That cost me some doom having that in there. We got plenty of doom to spare going into the final mystery. Plus 1% for each active curse, of which I have none besides this, like, backstory itself. So I don't think that counts. Household Hell. Oh, this is the reverberations, and there's the old god in the basement. And all that. Died again. Yep, you could count on me. Surely I don't have merely 9 lives. I could probably die 1,000 times. Don't really need the side quest. Even though I could do a human sacrifice. Be quite easy to accomplish, actually. Got myself a little candle. I could trade for funds, but the funds are also cursed. Said I can't do much of anything else, so... Guy from Venetian Society. I've seen him before. We unlocked an entire new event pack. The first achievement that I got in 1.0, and that's the only new event that I've seen from that pack, to the best of my knowledge. Having now seen it twice. I got a spell. On the sewing machine, you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. Interesting. I guess that's been altered for 1.0 release, because normally you just get the jump scare, and then you either do or do not acquire black hair. Plus 4% Doom boost. Exactly what I did not need in my life. And a curse. Curses add additional Doom. Might as well burn this book. Need all the Doom reduction I can get. Okay. Head down to the basement. And just get out of there, because there's nothing else I can do. Gigantic Doom boost for all the sub-curses that I have. Ah, that's right. So you get your experience boost, which puts you over 100, but you don't immediately cash out when you hit 100. So I took a huge Doom penalty there. Okay, final stretch. That seems to be Kana specific. Or at least shared between Kana and that other character. Or maybe it's a new generic perk. I mean, the drawing for it looks generic, like it is meant to apply to all 5 of the base characters. Can't possibly get perception high enough for it to matter, so strength. Take our free heal. And just head to the lighthouse, see if I can make it through. It's 6 events, and I have 6 Doom remaining. The best I can hope for is to get there at 100%, which I believe is a failure anyway. So I think I've lost. Whoops. Okay, that's interesting. But when I get this wrong, it won't matter. Yep. Dead. It was only a matter of time. The misery parasites took almost everything from you. The last thing they took, after weeks of torture, was your life. Once a human being, now you've become one with the god of the inconceivable sadness. Did he make everyone kill themselves? Is that what you're telling me? Or did we just simply drop dead of pure sadness? Either way, tragedy. Things didn't go great for Kana. Don't know if Kana has a unique ending. But this is a new deity. I haven't seen this deity's Doom ending. Let's take a look at that. It's super easy to get your Doom really, really high, so... Uh-oh. There's a giant doom jump, but the dog didn't eat us for some reason. Instead, flesh and gore. Skin, strands of hair, bones, insects, flowers, sweat, and soil. All in a macabre unity, melded as one. Perfect form, a flawless vessel to nurture an infant god. I guess that. The Earth is pregnant. With a giant skull. Huh. Where is that dog? Is the only question we're left asking. I don't know why the dog didn't eat us. But at least we got to see that new ending. It's saying I got all the endings now, so I guess Kana does not have a unique ending. Each of the deities. Some mid-bosses. I feel like more of the individual characters should have unique endings, quite honestly. And yeah, Playable Kana, it's cool, but it's a really bare-bones character. Even most of the like custom characters I've played as have had more unique about them than Kana. So let's take one last quick look at some stuff. I do have a custom mystery that I'd like to show off, a new one. Made by something a creator we've enjoyed many times before. That being Haspin. And we've got another Easter egg. There's like 6 of these random Easter egg codes. Waba is one of them. Thick, with 2 C's. That one, the developer has specifically said it changes one event in the game. Which event that is, or if that's even true, has not yet been discovered by anybody, as far as I know. Okay, here's the other new character. By the way, Yumiko is 20. Kyrie is 20. Aiko is 20. Etc., etc. Every student character that used to be a teenager is now 20 years old, exactly 20 years old. For some reason, every single character's been bumped up to be at least 20. I don't really get the choice for that, but a lot of these characters used to be 17. I think the lowest was 16. They all had different ages, and now they're all 20. That is something they added in this update. For better or worse, just a thing that we have to deal with now. So Yumiko, when her twin brother disappeared during a family holiday, Yumiko swore to find him no matter the cost. Yumiko has a weird backstory herself. We'll have to see if we can indulge that backstory any. Doing so would require getting her unique events. There's also supposed to be a new unique ending if you empty out any one of your stats, which gives you a instant game over. Apparently that new ending was not implemented. But we do start with a concussion, so we get -1 knowledge. If I'm not mistaken, concussions used to be -2 knowledge until the end of the first mystery. That is how I recall it. And furthermore, this character, I kept calling her Puppet-chan, because that's what she was when she was being used as a base character for people to build off of for their custom characters. She is more widely known as Tutorial-chan, because during one brief update, she replaced, what's his name? The nerd with the camera. Koji. She replaced Koji in the tutorial. And for some reason, she was then removed in a future update as Tutorial-chan. And now she's back as a final playable character. Anyway, deadly diegesis of a demonic diver. By Haspin. A murderer stalks Shiokawa's seaside, cries the local media, and indeed, so far 4 people have been killed by a man wearing a diving suit. A man you know as Tsuneo-san, an old friend of your grandparents. Such a kindly old man couldn't be a violent murderer, right? You ask yourself? Setting out to find out the truth behind these gruesome murders. Just a creepy dude in a giant diving suit. You'd think he'd be very easy to escape from. You wonder if perhaps Tsuneo-san has a different, darker side to his kindly old man persona. His former colleagues and other fishermen could probably share some information with you. Let us hope so. Do we need anything? We've got a lucky bat. Surely that's plenty. Just notice this character has terrible stats all around. Almost unfortunate. So we can take home the statue. It's still a bad idea, but I don't think the statue does anything as of current update. It'll just appear in our apartment. It's actually kind of neat. Everyone who knows Tsuneo-san swears that he is not the kind of man to perform such gruesome acts. When people start to mention the 5th victim, of whom you haven't heard anything about, you decide to investigate that lead next. We continue investigating the seaside. Makes sense if we're looking for a guy in a diving suit. He'd be too weighted down anywhere else. The 5th victim, a young woman, has survived the attack and is currently recovering from her injuries at the hospital. Getting a hold of her might be tricky, though. Policemen will surely be keeping watch over her room. We can take him. I will smash their heads with a baseball bat if I have to. Get some reason back. When he attacked me, says the young woman, I looked through that tiny window on his helmet and I think his suit was full of water. That doesn't make any sense. It is about time you look somewhere else. Perhaps the old man's boat contains some answers, but where is it? Yeah, his diving suit is like a reverse diving suit. It keeps the water in. Some kind of sea creature is using it to escape the bounds of the ocean. One of Tsuneo-san's colleagues points you to his boat. Realizing what you're going to do, he swears that he won't tell anyone and wishes you luck. Please get him out of this mess, he says quietly. Wrong. We're here to break his mask and reverse drown him in the open air. Nets and hooks. When you board the boat, you make for the captain's cabin. It has been cleaned thoroughly, and you are unable to find the captain's logbook in there. Rummaging about, you find Tsuneo-san's fishing equipment, massive nets, hooks, and lines, coated in some sort of minty-green ooze. Delicious. You think you can see something tangled up inside the fishing nets, too. Let's examine the ooze. Scoop some of the goo, and it sticks to your fingers briefly before dripping back onto the net, like a liquid. It also has a weird pungent odor. Never seen anything like it. It's mystery goo. It's getting weirder and weirder with each passing minute. Tsuneo-san's house is not far from here. If you're careful, nobody will see you slipping in. Honestly, probably like the first place we should have checked. Mass Festival. -2 funds. I had plenty to spare. The back door leading inside the house was left unlocked, and so you easily get in. The captain's log was missing from the boat, and you wonder where it could be. That's probably in here. That makes a certain amount of sense. It is oozing evidence. After snooping around in Tsuneo-san's bedroom for a while, you find his captain's log hidden under the bed. The cover smells funny and is stained with some minty green powder. The thick book contains all the logs of his voyages, all the way back to the early 1950s, when he began his career as a fishing boat captain. So we can read the entire book, or just what happened yesterday. That probably makes a lot more sense. It's a luck check, disturbingly. Thankfully I passed it. The last voyage happened just a week ago. During the voyage, Tsuneo-san have caught some strange fish that oozed the thick goo all over his equipment. And apparently somehow the fish managed to tear open the nets and jump back into the sea when he tried to bring them to Shiokawa. Scary, deadly, uncapturable fish. You freeze when you hear some strange noises in the nearby room. Those are footsteps. Yet they sound too wet to be normal shoes, or even for someone walking around with bare, wet feet. Cautiously, you leave the bedroom and peek around the corner. He's coming for us. Yep. There he is. Gasp in horror when you come face to face with Tsuneo-san's diving suit, which is moving on its own. I don't see how we can prove that. Try to run past the diving suit only for it to swipe at you. You stumble backwards as the diving suit steps closer. Almost made it through the whole mystery without accidentally saying driving. You look at the diving suit's helmet and see that it is full of minty green ooze. The ooze is the killer. Diving suit is the killer. Calcinite is the killer. We can kill Calcinite right back. I don't see why not. These work? Yeah, their damage is going through just fine. It is even making the appropriate plonking sound. I was just talking over it, I guess. He's down. Finally, the suit-clad monster loses its cohesion and collapses from your relentless assault. Thick green ooze starts to leak from the holes and from between the seams of the diving suit. As more and more ooze gets exposed to dry surfaces of Tsuneo-san's house, the ooze starts to slow down until it begins to solidify. Within a minute, it becomes brittle and starts to crumble on its own. In the end, all that remains of the aquatic beast is a damaged diving suit and a heap of minty-colored dust. You step carefully over the mess and head for the exit. A wild, disturbing thought comes to you in that moment. If Tsuneo-san brought one of these slimes with him by accident during his latest fishing trip, then are there others like it out there, swimming in the depths of the sea? With the slimy monster destroyed, no more people will fall victim to its primal violence. Thanks to the survivor's testimony, as well as an alibi provided by his family, Tsuneo-san is released by the police after a few days, although he never sets out to the sea again. So, was he in police custody during all the murders? That seems like a rock-solid alibi. Maybe they said something about him being with his family at some point? I don't know. Regardless, he's innocent and we proved it. Technically. Yep, diving suit full of ooze, that's typical mystery horror fare. I never checked and got my bottle of water in the first mystery. My mistake. Let's see if I can possibly get any of this character's unique events, but I don't know where they occur. All events are confined to specific locations. There's a handful that will occur anywhere, but character-specific events usually are not among them. Household Hell takes you around a variety of locations. Rancid Ramen and Abnormal Arms certainly do not. Also, these are a bunch of other Haspin mysteries. We've seen them before, but not for a long time, and they have been updated. I don't remember the specifics of a lot of them. I always like the cicadas, and that one definitely takes you all over the place. Human-like cicadas everywhere you go. That said, this event is mostly, like, specific mystery events, wherein you meet cicadas all over the place. And if we go see our neighbor, they're really busy. It's Kana. I have absolutely never once gotten Kana to join me from checking the neighbor. Even though it supposedly has a chance for an ally. I assume that is a bold-faced lie. Yeah, everywhere I go is probably just going to be mystery-specific events. Too scared to lift up the cloth at the morgue. Let's investigate the apartments. Here we go. Sitting in a bathtub, you spot something and pick it up. It's a pair of scissors. You used it to cut your own hair. It wasn't a perfect job by any means, but you fooled them. They had a more serious matter to focus on, after all. They will find her one day. So our character gave herself a haircut so as to disguise her identity. Now they're gonna find her someday. Her, of course, being... They're looking for the sister of this twin pair. No. She's looking for her brother? I thought was the backstory? So who's the her they'll find? Oh, we spotted some cicadas. Character-specific upgrades. Dodge action. 10% more likely to succeed. Supposedly the dodge always has a 50-50 chance of successfully negating all damage, no matter how high your dexterity is. I've heard that. Can't say for sure if that's the case. Although with this perk, it obviously boosts an additional 10%. What other character-specific things can you get? Swing and hit. There should be a third one. Most characters have 3 unique perks. Is Haunting Dreams unique? I don't recall ever having seen it before. Perhaps. Perhaps this character has a secret identity and haunting dreams. They've done something regrettable. So basically, since we've seen the outcome of this mystery before, which is that the cicadas simply disperse and go back to being normal cicadas. Oh, if I broke my nose. Yeah, since we know how this mystery turns out, it turns out that the mystery of Yumiko is that she is actually her twin brother. For some reason, the twin brother that she's looking for murdered the sister and stole her identity. And now is just posing as her and saving the world for one reason or another. It's weird. And I don't fully know why. Perhaps the other character-specific event, because she has two of them, would further elucidate why this occurred. Yeah, a beam of light erupting from the shattered idol disappears as abruptly as it appeared. Yep, that's right. Bug Temple. They're constructing it, and then it blows up. Everyone's just happy the loud cicadas are gone. I don't know if there's a satisfying answer as to why Yumiko is her own twin that she's supposedly looking for, but in fact is trying to guide people away from the corpse of Yumiko. Deep down, she knows. She'll be found out one day. But as of right now, that seems to be all that World of Horror has to offer. We've seen every achievement, we've seen all the endings, all the characters. For being the ultimate reward, Kana, a little bit disappointing. Just a bit of fan service. Could have had some kind of unique twist to it, though. Maybe an alternate ending for the Evolving Eels mystery or something like that. A unique ending of their own, wherein I guess you successfully rescue one of the other heroes. I don't know. Something could have gone with Playable Kana. The new old gods are cool. I especially like the one that reduces your stats, but then has random events that increase your stats by huge amounts. Anyway, that's World of Horror. We beat it. 100%. Love this game. I am strongly considering going and getting a PS4 copy and playing it fresh for a little while. It's a decent chunk of change to throw down. That's the most expensive version you can get, actually. But it would be a new way to experience one of my favorite games, so I'll probably do that eventually. I certainly gotten my money's worth out of World of Horror. $15 spent like 5 years ago. Okay, not quite that long, but many years ago. And many, many hours of enjoyment. Thank you, World of Horror. And thank you all for joining me on our conclusive look at World of Horror as it currently stands in its 1.0 release. I might see you with a fresh game on a different console, and I will definitely see you should any further content be released, which is inevitable. See you then.